W
T L.
I think we got a show. Oh yeah, we got a show.
W
T L.
And welcome back, everybody, to WTL. Where's the line? I'm your host, Andy Klassen, joined by
Gibran.
the Parlay Pounder.
You got it. We're back.
We're back in the lab. We're getting after it.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're starting with Thursday night, Friday, Saturday football,
We got
conference championships.
Best time of year.
It really
Football
is.
every day of the week.
And so let's start with that NFL Thursday night kickoff
Yeah.
on Amazon Prime. The Buffalo Bills are heading on over. Well, do they know where they're going to play or not? Or are they going to change it on?
This week they do. Not supposed to be a huge snowstorm in New England that I know about. So should be in New England, and they are the home dog by 3.5 points, Andy.
Yeah, and I really like New England in this spot. I really do.
Wow.
Buffalo, I feel, has kind of been underperforming as far as against the spread. They're 5-5-1.
Yeah.
They're also, I mean, I know they're 8-3, but they're not that consistent of an 8-3 team. Okay.
Yeah.
And I've also heard, a little birdie told me that the flu's kind of been running through their team.
For sure.
And they traveled to Detroit. They went back because I guess we can't play football in the snow.
Yeah.
Player and people's safety. You know, you don't have to go to the game. if you're scared of a little bit of snow, that would be going to be cleared off anyway.
Yeah.
But everyone's heard that. But anyway, it was a back and forth for Buffalo. I don't think their head's right. They're a little bit sick. I also like New England and their coaching staff. What they've done on Thursday nights, they have shut teams down. And this just looks like a spot where New England can sneak up and get the Bills.
Yeah, Andy, I kind of like what you're saying there. I do like the VIG right there at 3.5 points. I do like the Patriots maybe being able to. I don't think they're going to win the game. I really think the Bills come away with a Tyler Bass field goal right at the end. Maybe even overtime field goal. But I really think this is a get right or don't get right point for the Bills. If they don't win this game, I think it's kind of a downhill spiral for them a little bit. This is a good chance for them to, kind of bounce back. Josh Allen really needs to stop turning the ball over in the red zone. In the red zone, they will drive all the way down the field. He'll run over the whole team.
Yep.
Until they get within 15 yards, and then he'll throw a pick or somebody will have a fumble or something like that. The one thing I do like what you were saying, Andy, is New England is 6-2 against the spread in their last 8 games, which means they have been playing very, very good defensive football, which does not spell well right for Josh Allen. You know Mac Jones isn't going to give up the ball. They're going to run the ball on that Buffalo defense. They're going to keep it close. Give me the points with New England at home plus 3.5.
I have made a living betting on those home dogs in the NFL. I mean, the numbers on that are staggering. And also, I mentioned it a little earlier, New England and their coaching staff, what they've been able to do, their body of work over Thursday nights over the years, I just think it's too much here. Give me the Patriots, and that pains me to say that.
There you go.
All right, let's move on to Friday night here.
Yeah.
Big time matchup here. This is going to be a good one. Number 12 Utah versus USC. They're ranked number 4. They're actually in the college football playoff, right? With that number 4
as
spot.
of now.
As of right now. They're also the 3-point favorite. This is going to be a kickoff in Las Vegas on Fox. Friday night, 7 o'clock. This one's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, at the Death Star in Las Vegas, like you said, Andy. It's this has everything you want in a that big Pac-12 championship.
Yep.
There's
68 points
68
total.
Points on the line, and they're not far off, Andy. They are not far off. This is just going to be a fun one to watch, Andy, because there is all the implications of the national championship. Utah's trying to be spoiler, and do not count Utah out of this game.
Not
do
at all.
not do it.
Nope.
USC entering the Pac-12 championship game, playing its best football of the year. Caleb Williams probably has the best odds to win the Heisman Trophy as of now. Pretty much turning around this entire team with his head coach there, Lincoln Riley. If they can get into the college football playoff, I think he has the Heisman locked up. Lincoln Riley has.
He is the
Coach
overall
of the year.
favorite. Yeah, he's the overall favorite for the Heisman right now, and it's kind of a runaway. But it also shows you what a sleeping giant USC was. And I think Husker fans are looking at it like, okay, now it's our turn, right? It's our turn with Matt Rule. But getting back to this game, I don't know. I like Utah because they've had USC's number over the years.
Yeah.
They've given them fits over the years. It's not something that's just happened here or there. Utah has been able to beat USC with some consistency, so they're not going to be intimidated.
Yeah.
Lots going to be going on here. I get it what's on the line for USC.
Yeah.
I just don't know if they're that much better of a football team to cover 3 points.
Yeah, Andy, I really do think that they come out and win this game by a touchdown, so I will be betting with the Trojans with that -3. I think Williams lights up the Utes for a second time this year.
Right.
He's already done it once, and the Trojans defense does just enough to limit that Utah offense, winning this by a touchdown, 41-34.
Okay.
We're sailing over.
Over 90% of the money is going in on that over right now, and 85% of the money is going in on USC. So I bet if I wait before kickoff, I could catch a half point and a half.
No, I think this will get up to 4, maybe even 4.5 towards USC. I really like where it's at right now with the 3. That way, if I push it, I push, but I really think this is a touchdown win by the Trojans.
That might be my play here. Wait for that line. And I'm not going to bet against the Trojans right now. They're flying pretty high, and they're doing well, and they've done it before.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to Saturday.
Heck yeah.
Yes, sir. The AAC championship game. Number 22 ranked UCF, University of Central Florida, taking on Tulane. We can't get away from the green wave.
Here comes the green wave.
They're ranked number 19 in the nation. That's going to be a 3 o'clock kickoff on ABC. And I'll tell you what, Tulane, they had their little line movement last week, went on the road, knocked off Cincinnati. A lot of people didn't think that was going to happen. It did happen.
Yeah, it did. Andy, like you said, we've been talking about these two teams all college football year just because they keep winning.
Yeah, and they're the matchup. Yeah, they're great matchups.
UCF, Tulane, it's going to be a great matchup.
Tulane's a 3.5-point favorite right now, and it's hard to argue that.
Yeah, and somewhere four right now, Andy, and that over-under sitting at 56, just like in line with the American Conference has been all year.
Yep.
I've been
betting. I'm seeing 56.5.
Yeah, I've been betting against the green wave for too long, Andy. I am going with the green wave. I believe this final score prediction of 31-26. I believe that covers the over as well. So I'm going over, and I'm on Tulane.
You know what? I think I'm going to have to agree with you here on a couple of points here. Tulane's they've been getting it done.
Yeah.
And last week against Cincinnati, that was a game where, man, I kind of like Cincinnati at home.
Yeah.
And the line straight up went from Cincinnati being a favorite
right.
to Tulane then being the eventual favorite and making the odds makers look smart because
people
guess
figured
what?
it out. Yeah.
Tulane went on the road and won. Got it done.
No, and Tulane has yet to win the conference in program history, while USC has won their last AAC in 2018, I believe, was somebody that we remember as Scott Frost.
Scotty F. Scotty F. That guy.
The Green Wave were a nation's best 10-2 against the spread this season. They will do it one more time, win the conference, go Green Wave.
All right, so before we're in unison there. We agree.
We agree.
Okay, all right.
I agree.
Last week we agreed on a lot of things. It was Thanksgiving, it was a holiday, and we were right in a lot of those. We had a pretty good week, but before we move forward, let's take a look back on some hits and misses. Let's start with the bad news. Where did we mess up?
Well, the miss that it's still lingering in my head, because the last football game played for the week is Monday Night Football. Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Indianapolis Colts. I really thought the Colts with Jeff Saturday just had a little bit of mojo going.
They did.
Had a little bit of, fire in their guts, kind of thing. I thought they had the more mature quarterback, Matt Ryan, against Kenny Pickett. It turned out that the young gun was able to sling it a little bit more, get the running game going. And, we thought the under would hit in this game, and we thought the Colts would cover the 2.5. Neither one did. The Pittsburgh Steelers went outright, and the over went. So that is where we missed, and it stung because I had a lot of bets riding on that Monday night game.
The whole parlay pounder.
You got it.
Stretched it one too many. You're right, and so high there. And man, we were picking them pretty good last week.
Yeah.
And just kind of ended with a kick in the pants there.
It was
on Monday night. And for all the reasons you said there, the Colts looked like they might have found something.
Yeah.
Like you said, a little momentum, a little mojo.
Yeah.
And Pittsburgh, it's just odd to see that, but they've been a dumpster fire.
They have been, but Tomlin always seems like he figures it out. Bounces back, able to win games that he shouldn't. They're getting that running game going with Najee Harris, and even bringing Benny Snell in to kind of do a 1-2 punch there, and just putting Kenny Pickett in a position to succeed until he picks it up even more. So I really liked what they did with him in that game. Had 20 for 28 passing. No touchdowns, no interceptions. Right where a rookie quarterback needs to be to feel comfortable in the NFL.
They are helping the young quarterback out. And oh my God, the most winningest NFL coach behind Bill Belichick is coaching football well.
Yes.
Huh.
Wow.
Okay.
We would never, and a guy that's only coached one game prior to this in the NFL lost to him. We probably should have saw that coming, but we didn't.
All right, well, talk about some misses. We
Yeah.
had a lot of hits to choose from. Let's talk about the fun one. Iowa, Nebraska.
Yeah, the black shirts threw it up. Everybody was saying it. Iowa should not be a 10.5-point favorite over us.
Yeah.
We were saying smash it, even smash that money line, which was at a plus 310
Yep.
at game time.
Yikes. Well,
The Huskers cashed in this weekend.
big time.
And that was nice to kind of go out on our shield, kind of beating our arch rivals, the Hawkeyes. So I really like that a lot of people had that plus 10.5 in their back pocket for Saturday.
And, I think when we're recording, it was closer to 8.5.
Yeah.
Spiked all the way up to 11.5. Then at kickoff was at 10.5. A
Yeah.
typical Nebraska line. I
For
don't know
sure.
about Iowa fans, but the Nebraska line is always moving. A lot of volatility
No doubt
there.
about it.
And then the Huskers were able to secure a 7-point victory
Woo.
on the road in Iowa City. They even waved. I saw the players. They were all waving at the hospital. It was
Yeah.
a touching moment.
It
I loved
was.
it. But I also love that over the top to Trey Palmer. Not once, not twice.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times, like 5, 6 times. I mean, it was insane.
Yeah, that was my best wave of the game was Trey Palmer waving goodbye to the Iowa defense, and we'll see you next year with our brand
Brutal.
new coach with the new rules.
The new rule.
The new rule in line for next year.
New rule order here in Nebraska.
that was our biggest hit of the week, Andy, and yeah, go Skurs.
All right, let's take a minute to recognize one of our fabulous partners. That is the Nebraska Brewing Company. I've been enjoying the Cozy IPA. It's one of their Indian Pale Ale series. What are you drinking over there?
You know me, every week, Taco Vesa.
Taco Vesa.
It is the best.
The refreshing light beer from the Nebraska Brewing Company.
got it.
World class in every glass. Don't go in there, folks. This is WTL.